Turn off. A man really, really, really hot. The second he sends me an Instagram reel, you're done.
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. This video kind of went viral. She's a gal that recorded a video on TikTok, like all of them do. But it made its rounds on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter about how she's saying, I don't really bring anything to the table. But the interesting part was her end result of that is, so you have to deal with it. I don't bring anything to the table, so deal with it. So I'm going to play the video here, and we'll kind of get into it a little bit. But if all the woman says she brings is this beautiful face and this smoking hot body, and that's all she brings, and she has no desire to cook, and she brings a good personality, she says, and she has no desire to cook, no desire to be interesting or funny, no interest in doing anything around the household, really at that point, all she is a pretty face and someone to sleep with. There's a problem with that, though. She's not going to accept you for just being a pretty face. You're going to have to bring the money. You're going to have to be good, looking, tall, all the things we always talk about. And the minute any of those slip, she'll bounce. Those guys that bring all that to the table, if all she's bringing is a pretty face and a nice body, there are literally billions of other women, at least a billion, I'd say. Maybe not that many. Out of 4 or 5 billion women on the earth, whatever it is, 4.5 billion, there's probably a whole lot of them that have pretty faces and nice bodies that are replaceable. And this was, somebody posted this meme right behind it. And it's kind of accurate. You know, they come after men's spaces for glorifying being single and only wanting women to hold up their end of the bargain. And it's not men that are pushing that. It's women's choices. It's women posting themselves on videos being absolutely undesirable and horrible. So they bring it on themselves. This is only a 30-second clip. It's not very long. But then I'm going to talk about her actual social media because it's very telling.
I'm just going to give it to you straight. If you're looking for a girl who's going to take care of you or cook you dinner or going to provide for you, you're not going to find that here, okay? I don't bring things to the table. You know what I bring? I bring these good looks, this hot body, and an unforgettable personality.
Okay, 2 of the 3 of those, and actually probably 3 of the 3 of those are going to fade. Her looks are going to fade. Her hairline, at least according to how much of a forehead she has in this video, her hairline is also going to age. Her looks are going to age. She's not going to keep the same body forever. A lot of times when women get into long-term relationships, they let the body go a little bit because they say, I don't have to look smoking hot anymore. I got a guy. We're married or we're in a long-term relationship or we're living together. I'm gonna eat now and I'm going to enjoy it. And all you have to do is look at all the photos of women a couple of years after their marriage and you can see the weight come on.
But that's about it. Everything else is pretty much up to you. And I like it that way. I'm going to keep it that way. So if you're looking for a girl who's going to bring something to the table, you're not going to find that here, and you might as well move along and not take me out. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that.
The thing is, she will find guys to take her out, and the guys will be like, I don't need you to cook. I don't need you to have that great a personality. I don't need you to do anything. Just sit there and look pretty and have a conversation with me. And then at the end of the day, I'm going to take you home, and I'm gonna fold you up and have my way with you, and we'll do that. And then when she says, I just feel like I'm used, I feel like all he wants to do is sleep with me and occasionally take me to dinner and we just talk. Well, what else is he supposed to do with you? You don't bring anything to the table. Women don't have hobbies overwhelmingly. Maybe you're an interesting conversation. But other than that, she's admitting I bring nothing to the table. So what are guys supposed to do with women like that? Well, they do what they want to, which is sleep with them and then dump them when they get bored of them because they have other options. Or maybe they're together for 5, 10, 15 years. She doesn't bring any cooking. She doesn't bring wanting to raise children or take care of the home. So even if he's together with her for a long enough period of time, some younger woman will be interested in him because, again, he's going to have to be a top 5%er. Some younger woman will be into him, and she says, I don't bring anything to the table but this beauty and these looks. And he's going to say, yeah, that's better than what I have right now because now she's aging. I forgot to put these in my web browser here, but I did take a couple of screenshots. Let me see if I can find them, because it's very telling when this is on her social media. Me, when I ghost a boy, the second I start caring about him. Like I said in the other video, it's a situationship. She's doing the ghosting of a guy when she starts caring about him. Why? Because they're afraid of emotion. They're afraid of getting hurt later down the road, so they decide to hurt him first or dump him first. How's this gonna work out for anybody? And something that's interesting here is this is what she looks like without makeup. I'd say she's mid. You know, here she's all dolled up and got all the makeup on, but this is what you wake up to, and this is when she's still. I got this from one of her social media videos. Now there's another one that she posted, and this is her, and she's I guess she gets free bikinis from this bikini company, and she tries them on and she plugs them, and this is probably how she makes her money. She's in good shape. Do you think she stays in that shape once she hooks a man and starts dating him long term? This goes away. This isn't stellar to begin with, but that's going to go away. And what's left? Nothing, because she's not doing anything to take care of the guy or to take care of the home or to cook, or there's nothing else of value. And she admits it. I have no value other than this. And when you go to look at her social media, and as always, I know you guys aren't really huge for doing this, but I do have to put this out there. At least if somebody tries to call me out, I can say in the video for YouTube, don't dox them. Don't go to their content and hate on them. Because I'll tell you this right now, and I genuinely believe this, I think they don't like themselves. I don't think you need to pile on, because I don't think most of these TikTok people are happy. Now, yes, she's been viewed to 27.5 million likes, and she's got 434,000 followers. I don't think she's happy. And reason being is because if you scroll down through here, it's just her. It's her. Here she's got a rabbit in her photo, and it's her dressing up to go out, and it's her complaining to the camera, and it's her, and it's her. The only people it seems that she has that are consistent in her life is maybe a gal. Here's the first video with her and another human being. So maybe a gal pal, like she's got a girl that's a friend, and the rest of them are just her. I don't know about you, but whenever I'm not much of one to take my photo. As a matter of fact, I don't like my photo taken. To sit here and look at myself on video is very tough sometimes, especially when I feel like I'm getting fat. Because I look at myself and I'm like, man, I got to go on a diet. My face is getting fat. But I never took photos of myself. When I was traveling, I took photos of things, or I'd take pictures of myself in a group photo of friends or a good memory that I had. She's got, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, and it's just her. I think someone like this is sad. I think they're lonely. And don't get me wrong, I think she does, in some of these videos, she does seem to have a nice body. When she does herself made up a little bit, she does look, nice. I'm sure she'd have no problems dating. But if you look at the topics, this is like a verbal vomit of a diary. And this is where people are getting their interaction with other humans. And all it is her. It's like talking to herself in a mirror, except she gets feedback a little bit. And of course, like all things, she puts herself in a bikini, and she gets 160,000 views. It's just, how does a person like this continue on when they lose their looks, when they lose their body, when they start not getting as many likes or as much attention. I'm still scrolling, by the way, if you're just listening. I'm still scrolling. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. I guarantee you, if I go to any of them that are her in a bikini or her wearing very minimal clothing, the first 5 lines are going to be, you're a goddess, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're everything. Here's a good example. This only has 59 comments. It's not a lot of them, but I just looked for one where she's obviously wearing something that's kind of, interesting. Top comments, I be forgetting how fine Cammie is. Post the thirst trap, Cammie. I can't lie, I have a crush on you. I'm not a frat boy anymore, but I still love women like you. Hearts obsessed, queen slay. Do you still have the right? It's all the things that it always is. The problem with this, though, is that it's fake. It's not real. Now, you guys leave very detailed, interesting comments. A lot of times I try to respond to them. We have conversations. A lot of people have come over to Locals. We're over there. I have supporter. If you're a supporter, you can leave a comment. If you're just a member, you can watch my content over there ad-free, away from the YouTube stuff. These are guys that, like, I've had conversations with on our Gilded server, which is like a chat/vocal server. We have conversations about their relationships, about what they do for a living. They're real people. A lot of that stuff, when somebody just posts a heart or a slay queen or you're amazing, are they bots? Are they not? Are they real? If they're real, obviously they're only paying attention to her for some reason. They spent all their time getting the relationship needs and the friendship needs and human interaction needs met with people through social validation. And that's going to go away. And when that goes away, I think you're going to see the next generation of millennials and Gen Zers as they transition to the plus 35 crowd, where they're not getting the attention anymore. They're not the hotness. They're not the most beautiful thing out there. And that attention goes away. They tend to get more and more risky to get the attention. And that's not going to work. And then what do? You haven't established a good pattern of relationships or friendships. You haven't established that you're a good person. You haven't established really a healthy relationship in all your lives. And they're going to be an absolute hot mess when they get older. And they admit, I don't bring anything to the table. I offer nothing but my looks, my beauty, and my body, and those things are going to fade. She's not going to look like this forever, I guarantee you. Time is a cruel mistress, let me tell you. And she's going to find out. And the guys that are paying attention to her and sleeping with her now, and the nice guys that she ends up dumping, or not even the nice guys, just the minute she catches feels for them, she ends up dumping them. What is her future like? How much damage does she have? This is why so many men are saying, I still desire women. I still find women beautiful and attractive. I still would like to sleep with them. Many guys don't have the opportunity anymore, but the ones that do have the opportunity, they sleep with them, but they say, you're so messed up, I don't want a relationship with you. You offer so little, I don't want a relationship with you. And the women think they're winning. Women think they're winning by saying, well, I'm going to do the same thing to men. The brain chemistry is not the same. And while I don't think it's necessarily healthy for guys to go out there and sleep with hundreds of women, because you probably got something that you need to work on yourself. There's probably a little bit of, I don't know, maybe narcissism or something. Maybe you got some things you need to work on yourself for your own self-value. The damage they get on the backside is much, 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 much less than these women. And imagine you're this gal, and I don't know how old she is. Let's say she's 25 or 28. She makes her money. She makes her money on doing commercials and this stuff on TikTok. She gets paid to wear bikinis or wear outfits, and then because she said in one of her videos she's got a media manager, so she's got a manager she pays to find her these gigs and everything like that. So she's gonna what? Sleep around and have fun. And the minute she catches feels for a guy, she dumps him, goes and finds a new one, casually dates and sleeps with more dudes. Until when? until that dries up and the money from the Instagram or TikTok dries up and she's not a social media influencer anymore. And then all the fake bots and the people that were just, commenting on her photos because they're thirsty idiots, they all go away. And what are you left with? High body count, no meaningful relationship, brings nothing to the table, wrinkles and everything sagging, probably overweight, unhappy. There's going to be a whole generation of unhappy women. So while men struggle a little bit now when they're younger, they find their way in the world eventually through hard times, through having to struggle, through having to make it. Where I think the women have it easy in the beginning and they never develop those long-term skills or that long time frame of skills, so that when things go bad and they don't have all the advantage, the pretty princess advantage that they have now, when all that goes away, they've got nothing meaningful to fall back on. And as more women get into the government and get into business positions, they're going to kind of want to keep giving out handouts because they don't need men for it anymore. And they're so damaged they couldn't even find a man to begin with, nor do they want to work, and nor do they have any good skills for the future. And they're just a hot mess. So they're going to keep voting to give everything away and taking it away from the hardworking people. And eventually the system falls over and collapses in on itself. And when it does, we're going to have a whole lot of very unhappy, very, very damaged women to contend with. Guys, if you're just here on YouTube, make sure to join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com. I do unique content over there. I do about 8 to 10 live streams every week, whether it's while we're watching movies, while we're playing football, while we're playing video games, whatever it happens to be. So I hope you come over, join me today, and become a supporter. It's $5 a month, which now, thanks to inflation, is really only about $3.50. So I'd appreciate your support and allowing me to continue to do what I do. So come on over there and join us today. For the rest of us over here on Locals, I'm going to do a dating profile of the day, but you got to be a member over on Locals to see it.